Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings. Yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center.
This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. To begin the drive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And Pickett going to move his guys around. Now a first down carry for Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now they'll shift things around. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Carr going to throw. A short throw there to Strange. There's the stiff arm. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first down coming up. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And a loose football, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs work?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Harris running straight ahead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
This a 27-yard attempt here. Boswell's kick is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. In motion left goes Jones. Throwing his car on 3rd down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now it's Peterson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Rolling to his right. And this one too low.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pickett now from the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd down. Here's Pickett. Steps away to his left. Open man. That's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he can't.
That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This is 2nd and 8. ETN once more. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Carr now on 1st down. Jones has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Carr to throw on 2nd down. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question. We'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shreds the tackle. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Pickett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd at about 7 left.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On the give, it's Warren. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips and bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more